hold on, hold on. I didn't really think this through, but let's do it like that. How's that? Excellent. Excellent. All right, here we go. Hi, everybody. My name is Sean Bouchard, and welcome to Play by Play, the first play-by-play of 2016 that isn't a secret bonus Mass Effect play-by-play, which you have to follow my Twitter to ever know about. We're starting a new game. It's a new year, it's a new semester, it's a new night, a new time, and we're starting a new game by popular demand. Kat, what are you doing? Babe, Shiro wants in on this. Hey, no, that's my camera. Honey, thank you. By popular demand, the Nancy Drew won out the poll, the obfuscated poll. So I don't know if anybody knew that they were voting for Nancy Drew, but that's what you were voting for. And I'm excited about this. So obviously we played a Nancy Drew game on Mostly Walking a little while back. We played Shadow at the Water's Edge, I think was the name of it. And that was recommended to me by my friend Kylie, who is a connoisseur of Nancy Drew video games, as her favorite in the series. And I think understandably so. Like there was cool stuff about that game, but I think some of it didn't play particularly well in the format, in our format. It is an older game, and so there are elements of it that are sort of like structural, foundational elements of the game engine, if you will, that has been improved over the years. Just for context, for anybody who wants to know, Nancy Drew is a large catalog of video games, and they come out, I actually have no idea, annually, semi-annually, like every couple years, something like that. They've got a, you know, like an Assassin's Creed style release schedule, and they're very popular. They're critically acclaimed. They do well. They have like big fans, but they get like zero mainstream press. In the mainstream gaming press. Hi, Kat, you're not... I know, I didn't pay enough attention to you when I came home. Come be over here, please. Thank you. Which I find super interesting, and of course they're targeted mostly at women, girl gamers, and most of their fan base, I think, is women. And... you know, I don't want to say that that's specifically the reason why they don't get any gaming press. I think they also represent a sort of a departure from some of the norms that, you know, are popular, are sort of recognized as in fashion in gaming. But I certainly think it contributes to it. I don't think it's pure coincidence that this is a game that's targeted mostly at girls, and it, you know, doesn't receive the attention that other games receive. So, and like I said, it's a whole series. So in the series, obviously, you know, the engine improves with every iteration. This is I don't know when this game came out, but it is more recent than at the Shadow at the Water's Edge, whatever it was. And so one of the things that we can do that I'm really excited about is see where improvements have been made, both in the design of the game, sort of from a high level, like thinking about pacing, thinking about characters, thinking about how you structure a mystery. But also, oh God, all right, Eve, I hear you, I will come back. what was I saying? Yeah, so one thing that we can talk about is how the game has changed. You know, given that we've seen sort of a previous iteration of this franchise. Then the other thing about Shadow at the Water's Edge is I think I was actually there for this, but of course Sean controls the cursor, and he chose like hardcore detective mode, which I think was a huge mistake. Sean and I have radically different approaches to gaming. The other thing that I should point out... okay, so... So Sean and I have different approaches to gaming. He considers himself a gamer, and so he will, you know, go out of his way to demonstrate his gaming prowess. I just like games, and so I will choose easy mode pretty much every time. So I think that there's scaffolding in this game where, well, I don't know about this game. Let's actually see. Yeah, look at this. So I think there's scaffolding where there's a version of the game that sort of gives you a little bit more, and that one of the things that can do is help mitigate the fact that you may be entering this series at some point in the middle, whereas somebody who has played all of the Nancy Drew games is not only literate in the sort of interface, which, you know, presumably we could learn and isn't really affected by the challenging puzzles or the whether there are hints or not, but is also familiar, is literate in the kind of storytelling, the kind of puzzle design, the kind of mystery that a Nancy Drew game has, the patterns that exist within that, you know, not genre, but that oeuvre, that catalog of games that are all sort of that have many things in common, and so those are things that I am not literate in. I have now a little bit of experience, having played one Nancy Drew game, but I am going to choose Amateur Sleuth because I will take all the help that I can get. The other thing that I want to point out is that for those of you watching live on Twitch, Sergari, who is in our chat and whose name I may be mispronouncing, I apologize, is on the development team for Nancy Drew, and I think did not work at all on Shadow at the Water's Edge, but did work on this game, and so he is our resident Nancy Drew video game expert. I'm really excited that he's here. I actually apologize for gendering you, Sergari. But regardless, they're going to be in the chat. I'm really curious to see if they have any questions. I will probably have questions. I will probably have things that like come up in the game that I'm curious about how it was developed or that I make assumptions about, and so I'm really super interested to hear the insider perspective, and then obviously anybody who's in chat, I'm sure that there will be conversation going on. Okay, so I'm gonna get started. That's enough blathering from me. Let's Amateur Sleuth this up, and let's start with the phone, the most favorite part of Nancy Drew. Oh, I gotta actually pick it up.
What time is it?
Late.
Savannah? Is that you?
Savannah?
What's wrong?
I know Savannah.
Can it wait until later?
I'm sorry, it can't. There's been a kidnapping. A girl just a little older than you.
Shouldn't the police be taking care of this?
There's only so much they can do, and she needs to be found before something bad happens.
What do you mean?
The call came in for me, but I can't go. Thornton Hall is a dangerous place for people like me.
Ghost hunters, you mean? So people think it's
I forgot
haunted?
she was a ghost hunter. That's right.
They know. Jesslyn needs someone who ain't afraid to run after her. That ain't me. What I'm asking of you is dangerous.
After everything you did for me in Japan, I'll do it.
That's a reference that I get.
Drive to the airport now. I'll arrange a ticket. And Nancy, I didn't call you just because you're a good detective. I called you because you're a skeptic. Thornton Hall is no place for anyone who believes.
Then you called the right detective.
I'm serious.
Cool.
You think long and hard about that before you get on that plane. If what you find on the island is going to get to you, don't go. Stay home.
Don't worry, I'm on the case.
As soon as there's a mystery, Nancy Drew wakes right up.
You sure about this?
I am.
Oh,
Watch
shit.
yourself around the Thorntons. They earn their bad reputation.
Well, thanks for being concerned. I should be okay.
So,
Well, it depends who's here. Hope for your sake Wade's not skulking around. Or that loony bin reject Harper. But it's Charlotte you best watch for. Black Rock Island belongs to her now. Has ever since the night the fire took her. Take care now.
okay, so everybody believes in ghosts and knows that this place is haunted and it's terrible. It's also, I did not realize it was on an island. It's on an island, and it appears to be on an island on a swamp. Are we... Where are we? Are we in Georgia? I mean, we're somewhere in the south, right? I see swamp and I think like Florida or New Orleans, and I forget if Savannah actually said, wait, can I see? Oh god, I love having this shit. Look at this. Why the fuck did we not have tasks and things in in Shadow at the Water's Edge? Okay, so ghost hunting expert Savannah Woodham has hired me to help find Jesslyn Thornton, who's gone missing from her family's abandoned property. Jesslyn and her friend Addison were on the island working on a scavenger hunt the night Jesslyn disappeared. Savannah seemed worried about the ghosts involved in the case, but I wonder if there's more to it. Thornton Hall was once a home of the Thornton family and the center of operations for the Thornton family business. As more and more of the family has moved off the island, Thornton Hall has fallen into disrepair. The Thornton family company seems to be a large collection of smaller agricultural businesses. It was initially based on the island, but has long since diversified and moved to the mainland. The ghost story of Thornton Hall is well known throughout the region. Jesslyn and Addison were spending the night in hopes of having a terrifying run-in with the family ghost, Charlotte. Okay, so my first question was, why on earth were was Jesslyn at an abandoned building? But this actually makes sense. That sounds like a teenager thing to do. Easily the most beloved member of the Thornton family, Charlotte died on the property the night of her 21st birthday. Tragic. So far, Black Rock Island seems to consist of Thornton Hall itself and a Thornton family cemetery. If this island has much history, has as much history as I suspect, I bet there will be plenty more secrets to uncover. That's awesome. I don't have any suspects so far. God, I love this thing. Okay, beautiful. And then I have a phone. Look at how stylish my my phone wallpaper is. Well, and I have a motorcycle for some reason. I have a full signal, full battery. God, I hope those things don't come back to haunt me. Let me see. What kinds of stuff? Oh, I can set my wallpaper. Holy shit. Let's see. Lab. Okay, that looks like something out of Siberia, actually. Very Nancy Drew style cats. I don't know why I say that. Maybe it's the that 3D aesthetic or the sort of Egyptian statuary, but that makes me think Nancy Drew right there. Okay. I don't know what Finster means. I feel like maybe that's a reference I don't get. And is River Heights like her high school, maybe? All screenshots of past games. Fantastic. All right, we're gonna go. Yeah, let's go with cats. Oh, did I get it? No. No, that's going to be terrifying. It's deliberately terrifying. I'm not going to hear that one. That's very subtle, but I think that I'll hear it. Okay, I can take pictures. Oh, God, this is beautiful. I hope that I actually get to use this. View photos, no photos. Wonderful. And then Bess and Savannah. I'm going to call Savannah and let her know that I got here.
Hi, Nancy. Did you get the package I left for you?
Not yet.
Ask around. It should be there by now.
Oh, I have dialogue choices. No, I just wanted to let her know that I was
better
here.
get going.
Later, hon.
Okay. God, that's cool. That's cool. So I think Sergari designed the phone interface, and I like it. It's really good. All right, so I have a magnifying glass that I think is just my default cursor, and then I have arrows that move me forward, and I can look around, sort of, you know, Myst style. Now that we've played Myst on Mostly Walking, we can reference that finally. Okay, so there's a T. Whoops. Now I'm turned around. Okay. I'm gonna go, oh, Thornton Family Cemetery. No, never mind, I don't wanna go there. I'm gonna go, where's the package?
Excuse me?
Sorry. Of course you're not. I'm just tired.
No, don't be. I'm Nancy.
You're here to help?
Savannah Woodham called me in. She seems to think there's a supernatural explanation to Jesselyn's disappearance.
A couple of days back, that would have earned an eye roll. I'm Colton, the fiancé. Welcome to Thornton Hall.
He seems
extend
very
you all the
chill.
courtesies of the Thornton clan, but we seem to be about 20 years too late for that. You might need this. I found it in the house.
It's a cell phone?
Is this
Okay.
Jesselyn's?
Yeah, it's dead though, and the charger got mangled by something. Maybe you could channel all that inquisitive energy into seeing if you can get that old phone back up and running.
Were you and Jesselyn getting married
Interrogate.
soon?
Yes,
Any chance this is just pre-wedding jitters?
she might have had second thoughts about the wedding. Trust me.
Holy shit, that
everyone
is such a
does.
casual
But
way
she
to
never
say
let anyone
that.
worry about her like this. She loved her family.
What is that? Oh shit, that's a skip button. Sorry, I did not mean to skip that. I just wanted to explore the interface. That's a skip button. Okay.
Is it safe to assume you had
Yeah,
second
everybody has
thoughts
second
about
thoughts.
the wedding?
I never said that.
True, but you implied it. You said, trust me, everyone does.
I know.
Nancy,
I remember it like it was just moments ago.
you should be a lawyer.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
He's very flip. And super casual about his missing fiance. Okay. Scary, like, self, wait, there's supposed to be a package for me around here somewhere. Oh, God. That's okay,
Hey.
I'm a skeptic.
You're not
I don't
Savannah.
believe in ghosts.
No, but you must be Wade.
Is she with you? Are you the new assistant? What's his name, get canned or something?
Logan? I don't know.
Oh,
All I know
Logan!
is that she thought
I
I'd be
forgot
the
about
right person for
Logan.
the case. She's not coming.
What did you just say?
She said
What
she was
did you
sorry to
just
send
say?
me, but nothing could get her to come here.
I never took her for a coward.
Well, she seemed pretty scared of the ghosts.
Ghosts? No, that ain't it. She's scared of seeing me.
Drama.
I hope Savannah understands the mess she dropped you in.
What kind of mess?
Take a look around and then you tell me. Who's more welcome here?
Okay, so that was actually an interesting choice that I just kind of like blew right by. But so I like there's not a ton of dialogue choice in this game compared to like Mass Effect, right? If we look at Mass Effect, there are choices more frequently, and you typically have more choices every time there is a choice point. So by that standard, and I'm by that standard, this is a game that has relatively little dialogue branching, which is a design choice, right? That's part of how this game was designed. One of the things that does is it makes each of those choices more meaningful because there are fewer of them, right? Rarity, scarcity increases value. So that was a choice for me. I don't know if it had a mechanical effect, like how much that would change the dialogue, or if there's like modeling of NPCs' perceptions of Nancy Drew, or like any of the things that are going on behind the scene. It's way too early in the game for me to have a sense of any of that, but certainly from a role-playing standpoint, certainly from the standpoint of me as a character being offered this choice, knowing that I don't get offered that many choices in dialogue, especially ones that feel really meaningful. Often they're like topics that you want to follow up on, or do you want to just close the conversation? Again, based on what we've seen so far. This was a choice between what am I getting myself into, and it doesn't matter what I'm getting myself into, I can handle it. I took the option that I felt like would give me more information, that I wanted to be more inquisitive, but it's kind of a choice between that, right? Between being the inquisitive Nancy Drew and the sort of like self-confident, formidable Nancy Drew. And I would love to see, like, I don't know if the development company that makes these games does a lot of metrics collection, but like that's the kind of thing that I would be really interested in seeing metrics on, how many people chose each of those options.
The living or the dead? Anyway, Savannah had a package sent.
There's
Guess
my
it must be
package.
for you. It's up in the house.
What do you think of Colton?
Is Colton the
I
boyfriend?
do not like
Yeah.
that shifty little punk, but I have said that about all
Shifty,
Jesse's
huh?
girlfriends. With him, I mean it a little extra. Something's crooked with the two of them together. I don't know if she can see it or not.
So Jason says that the option 2 felt more like role-playing. I would actually argue that the choice feels like role-playing. The option 2 certainly was a more explicit characterization, right? There was a lot of attitude in option 2, whereas option 1 was it was a meeker statement. There was less attitude expressed in it. But I actually think that the fact that I got to make that choice in a way that, it's not obvious what kind of an effect that's going to have, or if it's going to have an effect, but I get to make that choice anyway. To me, that feels like a role-playing moment. It doesn't really matter. Choosing not to say, I'm Nancy Drew, I can handle anything, is just as characterizing as choosing to say it, right? For me as a player, because I know that I had that option, and I deliberately, for every dialogue branch that I take, I am also giving up all of the ones that I don't take, and that's meaningful. So there is an inherent role-playing meaning. There's a value, a personal subjective value assigned to that decision, to the fact that I didn't choose the second option. Something's crooked with the two of them together. That's an interesting way of saying that. Not there's something crooked about him. There's something crooked about the two of them together.
Who else is here?
Clara, that's Jesselyn's mother. Colton, her fiancé.
Anyone else?
Depends what you mean by anyone.
Any other alive or verifiably real people?
No.
Okay. Oh, I forget that I have to scroll down sometimes.
Do you know Savannah?
I did, once.
And now?
And now I don't.
How did you meet
So I
Savannah?
assume that they're
We went
like
to the same
ex-lovers.
bookstore.
You don't seem like the type.
I'll take that as a compliment and an insult.
How long ago
I
was
like this guy.
A while.
I like this
now.
guy mostly
It was a
because
Little
I'm
old
not
dark
supposed to really like
Carried
him. Like
these
he's
musty
being
old books.
painted.
Stuff that didn't exist anywhere else.
What
Well-
kind of stuff?
All sorts. But I was there
I don't know that I'm not
researching
supposed to
our
like him.
family. Savannah had this way of reading, like there was something she needed to know real bad. One day I finally asked, "What is it you need to know so bad?" You know what she said?
What?
Nothing. She handed over the book she was reading and walked out. At first, I'm feeling a touch rejected. But then I look at the book.
What was the book?
That was the crazy thing. It was the Thornton family book of names. Births, deaths, marriage, and so on, going way back.
Why would she have that?
Why, indeed. I had to know. Took me some doing, but I tracked her down.
So you met Savannah because she was trying to find Charlotte's ghost?
One of those people who met her was Savannah. Ask her, and maybe she'll tell you about it. After that, she became obsessed with Thornton Hall. We got to know each other. I fell for her like a Black Tuesday banker.
Like a black
In the
Tuesday-
end,
oh my god,
the landing was just as rough.
that's amazing.
You
It's
said
an
you were
amazing
researching
metaphor.
the family. Why?
After Charlotte died, that's when something I always knew came out shining so bright, I finally had to admit it. Long as it's been growing, the Thornton family tree's been split down the middle. The evil roots always trying to strangle out the good. I used to think I was on the side of good.
And now?
What do you think?
I don't know him yet. I think he's on the side of good, but I'm saying that from the perspective of reading this as a narrative. As Nancy Drew, he seems charming. I love his style of speech. He seems like very straight, not straightforward, but like a straight talker, right? But he is also creepy as fuck. So I don't know.
I don't know.
Yep, same here.
What did you mean about the family being split in two?
That's such a curious
You wouldn't
thing.
know by looking around here. Seeing the state we're in, but we're loaded.
What's that have to do with anything?
The Thornton family bought its money with blood, and not always our own.
And you think one part of the family had more to do with this than the other?
I don't speak ill of the dead, especially not when they're staring up at the soles of my boots. Look around. You'll see.
What a creepy guy.
See you later.
Get on out of here now.
So, I don't know that I'm not supposed to like him at this point, but I think I am supposed to find him abrasive and creepy, and that's sort of the role that he's playing, and partially because that's the role that he's playing, and he's introduced so early, I think he must be ultimately a good guy, right? And he's abrasive on the surface, but clearly he's got like a good heart, or at least he's got like something. Oh, he can't get cell signal here, but I can. So I also think like I'm supposed to, this is interesting. I'm supposed to find the fiance charming, but also because he seems like a nice guy. He's really nice to me, but there's clearly something off with him, and from a narrative standpoint, I certainly don't trust him, because I can see, like, this is super weird and this is off. Also, the Agatha Christie thing, in an Agatha Christie novel, the murderer is almost always the first character that the book introduces you to. And that was what's his name? Fiance was the first character. So according to Agatha Christie rules, he should be our bad guy.
No need to jump, just me.
Can you tell me about some of these stones?
I'll tell you what I can. But sometimes it's best to just look.
May she rest
listen.
always at peace.
That there is Clara's mother.
What can you tell me about her?
Not a great deal.
May she not be a
loved
ghost.
her secrets. Never even told Clara who her daddy was.
Why not?
Don't know. When Clara was about 10, Rosalie got real sick. Every day Clara would ask about her daddy. I think she was afraid of being left to fend for herself. But Rosalie wouldn't say.
A spark at birth, a flame in life, a quiet ember in the night. Ruby Newton. So Newton is a name that we haven't encountered yet. Oh God, I just want to see like what the journal does. So it's okay. This is what I read before. So it's probably like at plot points, it'll change or it'll like update or something like that. Oh no 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 no! Oh, no, it's going in reverse order. Like maybe the first part, because it was several paragraphs long. But now, ghost hunting expert Savannah Woodham has hired me to help find Jessalyn Thornton, who's gone missing. Colton gave me Jessalyn's phone. It just needs a charge. Savannah had a package sent here for me. Knowing her, it'll have all the background information I need. According to Wade, Rosalie was Claire's mother, so I just need to read it backwards. Okay, I can do that. Charge Jessalyn's phone. Find the package. I did that. No, wait. Did he give it to me? He didn't give it to me. Did he tell me where it is and I just wasn't paying attention? Oh, I'm gonna turn around. Hold on. Turn back around. There's Wade. Can I...
Wanna hear a ghost?
Ooh.
Check it out.
He's got like a ghost detector thing!
Have you always been a ghost hunting enthusiast?
I'm not exactly enthusiastic about the dead, no offense meant. But yes, I do find it interesting.
Why?
Life is a quest for truth, is it not? And death has a way of stripping away all pretensions.
That's pretty philosophical for a guy wearing boots.
You Northerners don't have a lock on big thinkers. We got plenty. Like Roscoe J. Redbrook and the Gimbaltucky Boys, and I dare you to say their lyrics don't equal those of the Greek poets. And we got that old guy with the white suit and the chickens. Point is, I like ghosts because they show me what is, not what I want to see. And wearing boots don't make you stupid. Makes you smart, if it's muddy.
See you later.
Adios.
Right? He's like the opposite of the fiance, like the absolute opposite character. Quick to anger. Thornton Cemetery, established 1866. This plaque honors those who found their final rest beyond the family grounds. Final rest beyond the family grounds, including Franklin Thornton, 1895 to 1917. Defending his nation, dedicated 1918. I assume that's not him, though. Whew. I don't know why that sound is so creepy in a cemetery. Angel of Death. Like, pretty spot on.
It's locked.
Okay, so I'm gonna need some kind of a key. This is all, by the way, this is me, right? I am exploring the island. That's what I'm doing. Oh shit, I missed somehow, because I was paying attention to different things. He told me that Savannah had sent a package.
Hey.
I'd better get going.
Bye.
But he didn't give it to me. And he probably told me where it is. Oh, wait. Turn around again. What is that? Look, I got a hammer. Love it. Love it. Alright, let's go inside. Okay, I'm saving this. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna come back in like 3 minutes and explore this creepy haunted house here that we got here. Cool. All right. See you guys in a second.